I didn't even put a title on this video. So this video is going to be when it's time to call a practitioner to help do some of the work that needs to be done. I'm about to do some heavier working right now, so I'm putting a layer of protection using black salt around this work. One, because my office right now is inside of my personal space, so I need this energy to stay here. And because I'm dealing with a person who has harmed many people. So sometimes when you're dealing with people who have negative intentions, like I'm talking about, they want to make people's lives a living hell, and you don't know how to go about that situation. I'm talking about you didn't call the police, and this person in particular has had the police called on them many, many times, but this person sleeps with government officials. So, they know how to get around the system. Every time this person goes to jail, they get out fairly quickly because they know how to mess with the system. I got something for people who think that they can get around the system because they can't get around this one. So it's time to call a practitioner when your life is being threatened. Your business is being threatened. Your children are being threatened. These are times when you need to call somebody else to help assist you in the work that you are doing. And because this is heavier work, I do call upon assistance of certain guides and deities to help make and create a better situation for my client. I don't do hexes, curses. I don't do none of that. You personally, you play with me, it's going to be something that you're going to wish you should not have done. But for my client in particular, sorry y'all, we got some mad toddlers in the background. They are all right. They just don't want to share right now. But any type of working that you do, whether it's protection, clearing, cleansing, especially if you're doing some type of reversal work, you need to set up a perimeter. Right now, you see me putting this salt barrier all around this whole thing because I want to keep this energy in this space. Because as I said, I'm doing reversal. We ain't even doing a regular reversal. We're doing a 7 times reversal. So the energy that this person is sending to other people, the lives that they're creating for other people, the miserable, the negative energy, the negative intent, the hate, the ill will, the bad wishes that they're sending to other people, they're going to get right back 7 times. So this is going to make them take a better look at themselves and how they're treating people and what changes they need to make inside themselves. And until they do that work, until they make those changes, the life for them is going to be one that is very difficult. Very, very difficult. When you have people who just will not leave you alone, who just continue to always go above and beyond to make your life worse, it's time to call a practitioner. It's above you now. It is above you now. So we are going to use this reversal candle. I am working with Orisha. So for, anyone who works with Orisha, you have to go through Ilegua first. Because I will be working with Ogun for this particular working. So I do have my Ogun statue up here. It's always important that when you're using a deity and work that you honor them. So I will be giving Ogun his offerings. I'll make sure that he has the tools that he needs to get through this situation. See, Ogun is a very protective energy. Ogun is he's really good for using blockbuster work too, because he can remove any obstacle that is in the way. He has his shield. He has his machete. Most people, when they have their Ogun pot, there is a machete in there. But Ogun can also help assist in workings and helping people who are handymen, who are tool men, who are carpentry men, who are men who are welding, men who fix cars. These type of men, this is where Ogun resides. Ogun resides in those type of energy, and his children are very handy. They easily work with metals. They easily work with weaponry. Ogun is one you do not want to mess with. Ogun is I would say the second feared of all the Orisha. The most feared, I believe, to me, is Oya. Or most people fear Oya before they fear Ogun, but most people also fear Ogun before they fear Oya. So these two are very heavy energies that you can work with to create transformation and to really get things done. Now, Ogun in particular, when you're giving offerings to Ogun, you can't give him no little bitty plate, okay? Ogun likes plenty of food, plenty of offerings, mostly food. I know he prefers food, but as I said, when you're doing heavier work, you want to provide him with the tools that he needs. So some people do have a machete. They will put a machete by him. And just so I could show you guys real quick, look at this Ogun statue. You see how he's like big, like he's fit. Look this man thigh. Now look at my Ilegua statue. Ilegua is depicted as a much smaller male. You can tell he's skinny. He still has some muscular, features, but he's not nearly as big as Ogun. So think of Ogun as a linebacker, a big man who nobody want to mess with, basically. Ogun is the person that nobody really want to mess with. Now, in this particular working, I do have Ilegua and Ogun. They can work together. Ilegua can work with just about any of the Orishas because he is the road opener, But Ogun cannot work with Shango. You do not put Ogun and Shango together because they're two different energies that don't really get along, period. They don't get along. You cannot put those two together because it will cause more chaos. You have to remember that these are energies. So yeah, it looked like a statue, but these are energies. These are energies that you can call upon. If done correctly, you can get things handled. So I'm almost done setting up this perimeter with black salt to seal and protect. I will be adding some sigils here as well. So we'll be working with sigils. I'm working with sigils, candles, and of course certain deities, specifically Orisha. Depending on who you are, well, not even depending on who you're taught by, period. If you're working with any Orisha, you go through Ilegua first. People who really work with the Orisha know this. You cannot leave out Ilegua. Ilegua is praised before you talk to the Orisha, before you even get to the other one who you need to come and do assistance on your behalf for. I also have a cleansing candle that I'm adding to this, and I'm adding the cleansing candle because I want my client to have this energy removed from them. So all the negative intentions, all of the projections that we're gonna call her Lemon because she's sour, so we gonna call her Lemon. All the intentions that Lemon is sending towards my client, we're gonna remove those. We're gonna cleanse my client. We're gonna clear their energetic field. Okay, so it's important that we do that, because what people don't understand is when people project their intentions onto you, you can start acting and behaving in that way because people are continuously projecting their opinions onto this person. And this particular person, Lemon, is delusional. And she's narcissistic, so she creates her own situations and circumstances, okay? You know those people who be creating their own story in their head? Yeah, we dealing with one of those. So I've had this Santa Marta La Dominadora candle already, like being lit, because I wanted to kind of channel some of her energy for this working. Santa Marta is a very dominating type of energy. You can use her in domination work. Some people like to use her to dominate lovers. I don't use her to dominate others. I use her to dominate my business so I can take control of my situation. It's an energy that really makes you step your game up, basically. That's how I'm using her in this particular instance. Now, I do also have this reversible. This is what you add to a bath. This is basically like a bath mixture. Another deity that I would suggest you could use for heavier work is Santa Muerte. She's really good. Any Santa Muerte devotee knows that Santa Muerte is a very good protector, especially of children. Most of these deities will go all out to protect the child. It says especially Santa Marta, because if you know her story, she actually saved the little boy from a snake, like fought a whole snake to save a little boy. So you know, she's a very protective energy. What else do we have? So we have this do as I say candle. Like I said, I don't particularly work in the realm of delivering hexes or curses. What we are doing here is all the energy that was projected onto my client, we're sending that shit back to the person whom sent it out. Okay, we're getting all of the energy, the evil eye, the bad wish, the ill intent, the jealousy, the greed, all those negative feelings and emotions that have been projected onto my client. We're sending that shit back to where it came from. Because the thing is, you cannot destroy energy. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can be transmuted and that shit can be sent back. So that's what we're doing. So we're going to use this do as I say candle, because what we're going to do is tell this person to stay away from my client with any negative, ill intent or harmful wishes. Stay away. That's what we're going to do with this do as I say candle. We're going to make them stay away. Don't call, don't text, don't, because Lemon be calling my client from, you know, the star 69 numbers, you know. My client has tried to block this person on social media, on phone numbers, but this person is calling from unlisted private numbers now. So, you know, you're dealing with somebody who really got a couple screws loose in their head. And the thing about people who have these type of mental issues, it's much easier for a darker entity to take over them and for that entity to put them in situations that create more chaos, because these negative entities who are on our earth, they create chaos. They feed off of chaos. So they even work in our government. If y'all haven't noticed, the government loves to fluctuate the energy. They love to make people mad. They love to make people sad. They love to make people feel these lower vibrating emotions, because we have entities who work in our government. But for this specific work, this person does her own kids wrong, period. You know, so this is just a negative person that we're dealing with here, who I said again is a narcissist, and they're delusional because they create their own events inside their head. How the energy that we're putting on this person can be, it doesn't have to last their whole life, but we will make it last as long as it needs to, for this person to really see that the actions and steps and the behavior that they are choosing to do is hurting people. That's what I want them to do. I want them to take a look at what they're doing and how that affects other people, so they can create the change. Because you mentioned into this to add on to the energy. And we already got the full moon coming up. I believe tomorrow. It's on Sunday. No, so the day after tomorrow on Sunday is the full moon. So I wanted to do this around this time, because I want to utilize the energy of the full moon, which is it in Libra or Aries? Either way, those are both good energies. I don't, because we're in Aries season, but I think the full moon's in Libra. I could be wrong. But if it's in Libra, that's a good energy to help balance out this situation. If it's in Aries, Aries is fire energy. You want to use fire energy when you're doing protection work, when you're doing reversals. You want to use fire energy. That's why this reversible candle is black and red. You know, black is really good for removing. Red is really good. It's good for attracting, but it's also good for fire energy, building things up, making things go faster. That's why I like this candle, because it has both the black and the red, and it, you know, it's going to burn. Things remove, you know, it's going to remove. Then it's going to speed up the intention, and that is going to create the energy that I need here today. Like I said, I have my Ogun. I love to give the Orishas a candle. I love to give them the offerings that I know that they will like, because it makes my work go better. It allows them to really help and assist me in what it is that I need them to do. What else we got here? I haven't decided if I'm going to use this one yet. This is a blockbuster candle. Blockbuster candles are really good for pointing out what it is that needs to be done to remove obstacles and blockages. Like, it does what it says. Like, whatever block is in your way, it's going to bust it. It's going to break through all blocks. That's one of the things Ogun is really good for. Ogun's great for blockbuster work. And this is for happier things. You know, the candle here is lighter. There are tongue twister. There are black blockbuster candles, and they're good too. But this particular color I would use for if you're having challenges or obstacles in love, possibly business. But if you're dealing with a person, if your interference or blockages is with a person, I go with black. I will go with black. All right, guys, I need a happy candle. Happy candles. I actually have some happier candles. These are just what I gotta use right now in the situation and circumstance that we are dealing with. So as far as like happier candles, I have this double fast luck. I really like to use this, and y'all know, if y'all on my page, y'all know I love working with Jupiter energy. So I do this on a Thursday, working with Jupiter energy, double fast luck, for love, help, assistance, cash, prosperity, wealth, success, wishes. That's what that would be really good for. This is Mystic African Herb Oil Candle. Chase away evil, protection, mysteries revealed, dreams come true. Concentrate on your dreams. This can be used for a couple different things. And like I said, this is of a lighter color. When you're dealing with lighter colors, they're usually to help do lighter things, you know. This could be a good candle too, because not only can we use it for protection, it can also be used to help reveal things that we need to know, help give us the energy that we need to create the extra boost for our business or for just our life in general, or if you're in school. Of course, you know, I gotta bring customer candle. I love the bring customer candles, and this has been one of the probably most widely used lately because of COVID. You know, things are opening back up, but there are certain restaurants that really had to close for a while. So I would use this to attract more customers, especially when you know people getting money, when you know it's tax season, or you know people getting stimulus. This will be a really good candle to burn to help attract clients. With this candle, like I said, you can't just use candles. You have to put your intention into it, and you have to do your work too. So when this candle is burning, you know, this will be the time where you're creating advertisement for your business. You're creating new products to sell. You're doing your work with this candle to help bring in the customers, which is going to bring in more clientele, which is going to spread by word of mouth. You know, it creates like a ripple effect in a good way. And then I just got this one. This one's new, but I'm going to try and use this for something else. But this is a candle that has a La Madama on it. And she's like a fortune-telling type of energy. So if you need something revealed, you need to know something, this is a good candle too. I don't have this one on my website because I want to use it first, so I can be able to tell people how it works. I cleanse all my candles too, guys. So if I ship you something like Andrea, your package should be there today or tomorrow. To be honest, your package should be there today or tomorrow. But I cleanse all the stuff. I sage them, or sometimes I'll use the Palo Santo to cleanse them. And then I'll put the herbs and oils that I need to dress the candle. But it's really important that I send you guys candles that are going to be beneficial to you. Because I don't want to just send you something without any intention into it. I want to send you something with intention so you can add to that intention. So it can work for you the best way it's supposed to. I know yesterday I just sent out like a separation candles. You guys have to inbox me too, because there's certain things I won't put on my website just because, you know, it's people who do some crazy stuff out here, you know. So I don't want to be selling stuff to the wrong people. That's why I like to conversate with you guys to make sure that we're on the same page and I can help make something or create something or send you something that's really going to be best for your particular situation, so I can use the right oils and herbs. That's why it's really important that you guys are open and honest with me about your situation, no matter if it's negative or positive. I need that honesty so I can create something that will be best for you. I do have this happy marriage candle too. Because there's a lot of people who come to me for love spells. I don't particularly do love spells unless it's people who are already together and who I know want to be together. If I do a love reading for you, and this is saying that, hey, y'all ain't working, it's too much arguing, this person lying or this person cheating, then no, I'm not going to help you with any reconciliation or love magic, because I don't want you to be with somebody who don't care about you, period. Sometimes people don't want to hear that, but I'd rather you be with someone. I'd rather do an open road to open up a new love for you, to help you attract someone who's better for you, than to do a love spell on a person who I know don't want to be with you. That don't make sense. But you got practitioners who will do that because you pay them. So you have to be careful about who you're working with, what you put your energy and intention into. You want to have a practitioner that you can trust, that's going to work on your behalf to create best for all the people who are involved. So I'm not going to give you something to feed what you think you deserve at that moment in time. Because let's say I do a love spell for you, knowing this person don't want to be with you, and then that person beat the shit out of you because they're in a love spell thinking that they have to love you when their heart doesn't feel that. That's conflicting towards them. That's going to create chaos and anger inside their mind. It's going to be very frustrating for them because they are with someone who they don't want to be with. And it's conflicting. And they can't get out because you didn't put a love spell on them. So that usually turns into domestic violence. Domestic violence is what that usually turns into. Putting love spells on people who don't love you. Don't do it. It is not beneficial to you or them. Because a lot of people, they'll come to me and they did something wrong in their relationship and they want me to help them, help their person love them. No, I cannot do that. I cannot make them love you. I can't, especially if you're the one who made the mistake. You have to either work on rebuilding your trust. You got to do your work. You want to take the easy way out. No. Either do your work and rebuild that trust in that relationship, or let them go. But you guys be surprised on the things that people ask me to do as a practitioner. And some things I will do. Like I said, that's why I like to talk to you guys to figure out your situation, so we can create a personal experience that will work for you. I even will use certain deities that can help assist you in your situation. Because some people don't know how to work with deities. Alright guys, I gotta get these candles dressed up and start this working. I just wanted to come on here and kind of give you guys a little bit of insight and a little bit of guidance as to what information would be needed to help people who are in these type of situations, dealing with people who will not leave you alone. They won't leave you alone. They threatening to your life. You done called the police on them. You done did all you have to do to try and create a better situation. When you get to that point, it's time for you to call a practitioner. It's time for some other things to be done, okay? Holla at me, okay? Come talk to your girl. I got you. We gonna figure this out. And anything that I don't know, trust and believe that I work with elders who do. I work with Papa Bones. Papa Bones is a Nordic man. He's been taught from generation to generation to generation to generation of the Nordic tradition and all that entails. And he works with graveyard work. He works with crossroad work, which is a heavier energy. He does banishing work. So what I can do, I can help you get to someone who I know can help you. Period. And then I know Gypsy. I do readings at Gypsy Shop. Gypsy is a healer. She is Native American as well as Mexican. She's learned from many practitioners who are very successful at their work. She's really good too. She's almost 70 years old, okay? So I know them people who've been doing this for a minute. Because I've been doing this, but I'm only 22, guys. So I'm still learning and experiencing and building my relationship with deities and doing my shadow work and doing my healing as well as helping others. But I know some people who've been in the game longer than I've been alive. And if I have to, I will send you to them to make sure that we get things done. All right, guys. Bye. I hope you all have an amazing day.